to like real quick, like I'm going to do a live to check in with y'all as I'm doing my hair. I have like 7 braids left, maybe 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 left. But yeah, welcome to 2026. Fucking wild. Can't say that I missed last year. Jay, Happy New Year. Greetings. I hope the new year has greeted you well. Definitely hope it's better than last because, god damn, shit was rough. Still kind of is. We're getting a rough start going, at least on my end. But I feel like with the new year, we're doing a new style. I've done pink before, but not super duper. Well, no, I have done super duper long pink. Uh, not umber, because this one is like the magenta to teal umber. Then in the front, I'm gonna do some like light pink ones. I don't have my comb because my hair is dirty, as you can tell, and I like to use a comb to like, pick it, and then I might like actually wash it, even though I don't like washing it right after I've done it. But that's like the best way to tackle having dirty ass hair right after braiding it. Oh man. But yeah, I'm trying to get it together with varying levels of success. But I definitely hope everybody else is doing all right. My parts are not exactly straight, and actually, I'm gonna redo this one because I don't like the way this looks, like the umber with the light pink. I think I'm just gonna do straight pink because I think actually this looks fine. Like the combination of these two together looks fine, but I feel like these two together to this is a bit much. So I'm thinking we're gonna do, and yeah, my parts are all fucked up. See, this hair is supposed to be in this braid, so yeah, I'm gonna redo this braid anyway. Um, I probably should just get a comb. However, that would necessitate leaving the room. So yeah, let's I'll do like a couple braids and then hit the sack because I actually did take some sleeping pills and so I'm going to start getting sleepy. But I did want to greet everybody since it's been a minute since I've done a live and let you know, I'm still alive. I'm still here. We're still standing. Hot. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to finish up my hair. I have a few more braids left, 7, and I'm doing the front for like baby pink or like hot, not hot pink, cotton candy. I feel like that's like pretty close. And I have another pack of a similar color, and I might just do that because it'd be easy. I'm from New York originally, but I've lived in the South pretty much all my life. But whenever I tell people from the South that I'm from the South, they do not believe me. I've been told like straight out that I am lying, which like I get it. I'm sorry if this offends you. And you don't mean to anyway. Could you never wait? And could I would never and could never, but if your pink is your pink eye fake? Oh yeah, no. It's a heart. Yeah, it's not real. Don't worry. Um, I just have a tendency to well, I have a little bit of the Marilyn Manson in me. He's definitely a inspiration for some of my stylistic choices, even though he's kind of a piece of shit. Why is this not coming out? Oh, there we go. But yeah, the first time I ever did pink, I used this hair. And it is very pink. And I very much was like against doing pink because well, I didn't want to be perceived as particularly feminine. It's super cute. Thank you. Oh, that's so cute. Are you talking about my eyeball? Yeah, I want to get a blue one because they do have blue ones and red because this is like pink. They have a blue and I want to say they have like a baby blue as well. I actually need to re-up my contacts because I have a lot of contacts that are really old and you really shouldn't be keeping them much beyond their like expiration date. But I do. So let's see. So we'll do a couple braids like this and then I'll bid you all adieu and hit the hay. Because right now for me it is what maybe 130? 126. This is so long. This is what 48 inches? Is it 2 feet? 4 feet? 84 total. 42. There we go. Folded it's 42, but the whole length is 84. It's okay. You are yours to the last wait. You wear them to the last longer than you should. Is that what you're saying? As long as your eyes are not itchy. Oh yeah. Anytime I feel like even the slightest bit uncomfortable, like if it's burning, if it's itching, if I put it on and like it feels like it's maybe not the right way, automatically we're taking it out. We do not keep things on our eyeball when we don't feel entirely comfortable with it. Zoomer, hey, greetings. Yeah, I don't remember who asked about it, like who asked me to do pink next, but that's what we're doing. We're doing pink. And last time I did the vote for my hair, this was actually one of the options. This you can't see it. It's like magenta to teal. And it was one of the options that only got like 2 votes. So I figured we'd go ahead and use it because I have a bunch of packs of it. Happy New Year. Thank you, Amanda. Happy New Year to you too. Yeah, how's everybody doing? How are have you like reflected upon the last year and like thought about the things that you would like to do in the new year? Because I know a lot of people like to do that and it's nice to have like a starting point. Even though it kind of is meaningless, you shouldn't look to like have a starting point because like next year is going to be the year I do this. It's kind of procrastinating and it's not necessarily the best way to conduct yourself, but if you won't do it otherwise, then absolutely use the next year as a marker. Hope you have an amazing year. Thank you. May life bring you to your destination and have a positive life. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You too. Absolutely. Because yeah, things have definitely been a tad stressful. But I'm really hoping that not necessarily that they turn around, but that I have the strength to get through it. Happy New Year, Junebug. Definitely hope I get remonetized because I got demonetized last year. And so here's to a year hopefully where I am making money for the time I'm spending here. This might be too, let's see. This might be too small, like too little hair. I want to see. I'm thinking it is. Let's just add some more. Well, you know what? No, I don't want it to be too heavy on my like the front because I do have like not alopecia, but like tension. I guess alopecia, like tension alopecia from like pulling my hair so taut for my braids. You got to go. Well, thank you for coming through, Amanda, and enjoy the, rest of the week. Is this looking like the same? This is not the same color. Okay. That's fine. That's cool. Let's we can mix them together. Fuck it. We'll mix them together. How am I going to do this though? Hmm. Having thoughts. Because like literally, I just want to use up the rest of this pink hair. And so there's not really much of a reason to like, come on. I don't really care about what am I trying to say? I feel like I'm a little bit bending over backwards to get this into like to incorporate it into the style. But I think it actually looks nice, like the soft pink on the hard pink. But now I'm going through some shit to get it done, and it's kind of annoying me because they're not exactly the same. The texture is different, and I think it's like the difference in texture is making them appear uh slight like this one is appearing slightly lighter. So I'm just gonna mix it with this one. It's also not very good quality here. It's very slippery. Slippery and horrible. It makes it really difficult to catch onto my hair. All right. But this should be thick enough. Okay. Yeah, I think this is fine. It at least feels fine. God, I need to like answer messages and stuff. I haven't looked at my Instagram, my email in a minute. So I apologize to everybody that's like reaching out to me. I have been real, not like busy, just preoccupied. We got some family stuff going on. Might have to send my mom up to New York because I have a family member who is dying. Um, so we're trying to get that together, and then we have a family member who got real sick and she's in the hospital. And so it's just been a lot. And it hasn't necessarily kept me doing stuff. Olive Gun? What is that? Oh man, olive would probably look really interesting and like kind of nice with this pink. Or like a you know that green that's like almost like baby puke green that looks like kind of close to gold almost. I really like that color a lot. I want to do that next. I'll look through my hair and see if I have like an example because I really really like that. Asking You're asking me about the Bible? Because I don't know what Olive Gun means. Like that's why I was like I just literally don't know what that means. Like rose gold, like rose gold if it was green. Because I mean green. What's your name? Finn. Fin. Rhymes with sin. This is so long. And I very much don't like dealing with like super duper long hair. I'd rather have several shorter ones that I'm linking together because as you see, like I have to constantly comb my hair, my hands through it. You were pretty. Thank you. Oh man, and also police means possession, gun, and badge. I'm so fucking confused, Junebug. I literally do not, it does not compute. I do not understand. Yeah, I apologize. I'm a girl and my name is Aisha. Is it Aisha? Is that how you pronounce it? What's the best anal lubricant? I don't know. Um, I don't know if there's any like a particular lubricant that's good for your butt over like anything else. Um, I think you really can't lose with just a good water-based lube. Maybe a flavored one if you have a partner that's gonna be using it, like on you, a flavored one would probably be nice because they make some pretty good flavored ones. Like over time, they've definitely the tech for lubricants has it's through the fucking roof. Like I there's this blueberry that I want to get. I want to try it. Like just to have it. What's your hobby? Ooh, I have a few. I spend a lot of time outside. I go on hikes a lot. Your eyes are beautiful. Thank you, Ezza. Um, I like to commune with nature. I like to hike. Go to the gym. Um, I guess you could call braiding a hobby. It's more of a thing that I do for like because I'm lazy, and I would also categorize it as like self-care, like beauty care, but it's also something that is relaxing, very much akin to cooking, which is another hobby of mine. A lot of my lives I am cooking something. I do not go to church, but I am Jesus. Interesting. You are the church. Okay. I feel like Junebug, I get you now. I understand. I've cracked the code. Where do you live? I live in the South. I don't like to disclose like the exact state that I live in. Unless I'm talking about, you know, the mental state, which is constant depression. But I do live in the South on the East Coast. Just because like people be wilding and saying weird shit and being weird, and I'd rather them not know where I live. But yeah, like if they like, as far as lubes go, Zoomer, if you can think of a flavor, it probably exists. Can we get a tour of my room? Oh, absolutely not. It looks like a fucking dumpster fire. Yeah, it looks like a disaster area. Maybe after I've cleaned it, because it looks really bad. I haven't been home for a minute, and I left because I kind of spend Christmas with my family, with my immediate family, and I had a friend who was staying with me and my immediate family for a few days, and so I wasn't home like here. I kind of don't like to call this place home because I fucking hate it here, but it is the home base. In my phone, I actually have it labeled as hell. And so on Google Maps, when I put in my address to go back here, it's hell. That is the Mystery Maids. My sister and I were trained not to leave eggshells in the egg and yolk. That's good. That is always a good way to approach cooking, Junebug. How old are you? I am 35. Nearly 36. I turn 36 next week? Week after next week? January 9th. Very soon. I'm not sure what day of the week it is, but it's soon as fuck. All right. This is long. Is it as long as the other ones? It's not. Oh wow. It's not as long as my other braids. It's like a bit shorter. So, you know what we're going to do? We're going to, you know how I like doubled up at the top? Instead of doubling up at the top, I'm going to double up at the bottom, and that'll extend the length of these. Yeah, that's what's happening. Verb. That's what's happening. Okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to take one of these loose. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll leave just 3 and then go back 1. I kind of like being like weirdly like asymmetrical, as you can see with like my eyes. I don't like to be always symmetrical, or my ears, like. And so I think I might do that. I might like have it lopsided. Why did you search for butt flavored lubricant? Butt flavored lube. You know what? They might not have that flavor. Deb, you doing something right? Because I'm 38 and damn, I feel old as a granny. I thought maybe 25 max. Wow. Well, thank you. Yeah, I do I endeavor to take care of myself. With varying levels of success. But I think as long as you keep it in mind, that should be like the first thing that you're trying to do. That you usually succeed when you put it at the forefront. Even if you're not necessarily the most self-loving person, which I would definitely consider myself that. I'm not particularly fond of myself. And so I do things that are dangerous, that are not conducive to being healthy. But for the most part, I try to put my health at the forefront. Just because, I don't know, it's scary to go to the doctor and like know that you're sick and know that something's going on, something's wrong, and to go to the doctor and have it diagnosed, or like go to the doctor and they're like, there's something wrong with you, but you know there's something wrong. It's so fucking annoying to do that, and it's stressful. And to take that first step to go to the doctor is hard. But I think you should always, if there's something wrong, say something about it, because at the very least, even if they turn you away, even if they dismiss you, you have made a record of trying to figure this out. And that's something that I do pride myself in doing that. Once I have something that is wrong, I am very good at solving it. So let me think of an example. I hadn't gone to the dentist for a minute, and I have a disorder where I don't nourish myself well. YouTube doesn't like when you use the actual word. I have a disorder where I don't nourish myself very well. And my teeth were not great because in high school, my mom found out and started forcing me to eat. And when I got forced to eat, I would get rid of it. And so my teeth were bad. And I had maybe 30 cavities filled. And they don't tell you when you have cavities, you have to get those shits redone. There's maintenance required. They last 10 years tops, usually 7 years. And so I had a lot of work I needed to get done because that was when I was like 17. So definitely over 10 years ago, but I was poor and didn't have insurance. And so I, did my best to take care of my teeth, but it wasn't enough. And I definitely needed the maintenance along with my original fillings being not great quality because I grew up below the poverty line. And so a lot of the medical dental care that we got as kids wasn't great. And so I made it a point to take care of my teeth. And I found that even though it's really stressful to have to go into the doctor or to the dentist and find out that like you didn't do as well as you thought, it's always worth knowing. It's always worth knowing, even if you don't think you're going to be able to do anything about it, like financially speaking, or if you feel like you're just too exhausted to be constantly taking care of it. It's always worth knowing, and anything worth doing is worth doing half-ass. I like live and die by that because it's very true. And so even if it's hard, you should always try because it is worth doing even part of the way. But yeah, my getting my teeth together was one thing. My armpit, I have hidradenitis suppurativa, which is an autoimmune disorder. And it was pretty bad. It had escalated to stage 2, and I was getting talks with doctors about maybe getting surgery done, and the surgery is bad. It's invasive. And so I really didn't want to have to do that. And so I took it upon myself to do some research, figure out the best ways for me to manage this disorder and what things I need to do in order to kind of lower the prevalence of my flare-ups by writing journals, noting all the triggers that I have and how I can avoid those triggers. And one of my main triggers is stress. And so bringing down my stress levels was huge. And that helped with literally every avenue of my life. Yeah, lowering stress is probably the best thing you could do for yourself. It's huge. And I think one of the best parts, or one of the most difficult things to do, but also most rewarding things, is internet. Like just interacting with people on the internet. Things that upset you, things that you see that like piss you off or make you sad or stress you out, you can just keep fucking scrolling. That is an option. That is always an option, to keep scrolling. And sometimes it's hard to do that, but I found that once I kept scrolling, it got so much easier to just keep scrolling. Cause bitch, why the fuck do I care about this person that doesn't even know me? And even people that would say, terrible things to me. All right. And like, what does it have to do with me? You go, oh, you get paralyzed when you're overwhelmed? Yeah. Yeah. And that's hard. That, yeah, I get that because when it comes to fight flight response, I am I'm a freeze. I do a hard freeze. Labuba? What? What are we talking about? And I think I do want to do a video about it because I already did one video on it. Um, Shrooms. The first time I did shrooms, um, I did a video and labeled it part one. Like I'm going to do more videos, and I just never did. But I think now that it's been some time after doing it, there are some updates to the status because I think thinking about the experience, I have found that it's probably the shrooms that I could attribute some of my changes in my perspective. Um, and like on top of my stress management, I think I don't know, it changed my mind in a way that is well, really enlightening and pretty goddamn freeing. Yeah, I would definitely suggest shrooms to anyone that is introspective, um, spends a lot of time thinking, and is in a place where they're willing and ready to explore. Because it can be an unpleasant experience if you are kind of locked up, if you're feeling like real if you're really stressed, I would say not don't do it. If you have a lot of just dark shit going on, do not, because it's got a lot of hallucinogenic things going on, and you do not want to you don't want to engage with that. You don't want to activate that. Um, what are we talking about? Give me your social media accounts. Where are you from? I am from New York originally, but I live in the South. Um, my social media, like my Instagram, is on my um about page, so you can just go there and click on it. Is sex bad for stress? Like receiving oral? I mean, it depends on the person. Um, yeah, if historically stress has been, or if historically sex has been something that is a cause of stress for you, I would say absolutely no. If it's something that you do as a distraction, I would say absolutely the fuck not. Um, I'm trying to think of like any if it's attached to anything that is maladaptive, I would say do not use stress or do not use sex to alleviate stress. Um, and so if you do it so that you don't feel anything, or if you do it to feel something, if you do it um to connect to people in a way that's like outside of just generally wanting to be around them, if you're doing it to like make them be around you, or to like form a bond in a way that's like I need you in my life, and this is the way that I'm going to get you to stay in my life, because I feel like it's like throwing money at somebody to keep them around. Um, if you use it maladaptively, I would say sex is absolutely not something that's good for stress. Um, but if it's something that is uh, empowering for you, yeah. If it's something that you are exploring in a way that is helping you to understand yourself better, I would say yeah, but it depends on the people that you're doing it with, because exploration can be very difficult if you're with toxic people. You'll be there now. Do I have an AI that translates text? No, I don't. Yeah, I'm not a big AI person, honestly, because I'm an artist and I have a lot of friends who are artists, and I just I think it would have been nice to have AI for making just dumbass memes, like things that would like otherwise we just would never see. That would be fun, but because it is used kind of negatively, like deepfakes and people pushing out like disinformation, not just misinformation, but like actually harmful information. Um, and then also people masquerading as artists when they've just stolen someone else's work. Um, I just I can't get behind it, but I think there was a lot of potential for AI, and I still think there is. But it definitely needs to be regulated a lot better than it is currently being regulated. I think that all things that have any form of AI associated with it need to be marked very clearly. Um, yeah, I really, I hate the, I just hate stealing people's art. I hate that shit. And I feel like you can't call yourself an artist if you're just writing prompts. You're a director. That's the closest you could get to being an artist when you are doing AI art. You are a director. And I feel like that's nice. That is generous. You agree? Well, thank you, Peachy. Peachy Meachy. What is your name? Like Dimitri? Yeah, we're gonna do one more braid, and then I'll go to bed because I should be in bed. It's 2 o'clock. I got a hair from another braid that's like I should do my parts over, but I'm not doing that. That's not happening. Fix your parts? Not today. Oh, it's Michelle. Your sister called you Michi growing up. That's cute. I love that. Yeah, I have this like piece of hair that I need to put. Where should I put it? It actually should go here. I need to fix the parts. I'm gonna redo these two. It's a fucking mess. What do you think about the Mandela effect? I think it's really interesting, and I'm not sure, um, like where I fall in like believing that we're living in a simulation, but it is a bit surreal how often uh we run into like shared delusions or not delusions, but like remember having a shared misremembering of something. That's really weird. That's really odd, and I don't know where exactly that's coming from. And I feel like Fruit of the Loom tried it with us, where they said that there was never a cornucopia, but there was a fucking cornucopia. They really tried to fucking gaslight us. You do have a Michi whose name is Demetrius. Me too. That's why I asked. What do I think of this CERN? I have no idea what that is. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I hate long ass hair because like see how long it is? I have to constantly like do this so that it doesn't get tangled up. So while it is pretty and fun to look at, It is not fun to work with. Can we agree something that daylight saving is a scam? I mean, it do kind of feel like it is though. It is kind of fucking odd. And it's interesting because there's a lot of people that are like, or like states that are not using it anymore, which goes to show like we kind of didn't need it to begin with. Just like yeah, exactly, Bernstein and Bernstein. Yep. And like I can't say that that's like unequivocal uh evidence that we live in a simulation, but it is very fucking odd. Are you okay? Um, for the most part, yeah. How about you? Yeah, this is super duper long, and I have to like wrap it around my neck. I have to like kind of choke myself a little bit. Aggie, greetings. Welcome back and happy new year. Is that your eyes or a filter? It is my eyes. It's not a filter. How'd you celebrate it? Did you do anything or just chilling? Because literally, like I sat in the tub. What are you doing? I'm braiding my hair. And I've been braiding all day. I'm almost done. Okay, yeah, we need this a bit longer, so I'm gonna use some of this guy. What's my ring size? Listen, why are you asking, Zimmer? I'm fairly certain it's 7, but don't quote me on that. It might be 6. I have a thing that measures your ring size. Hold up. Ooh, ooh. See? It's like keys, but rings. Then I also have this thing. So let's see. Hmm. So it's like about 6, because there is like I do have this ring inside of here. So it might be like 5.5. But 6 is probably comfortable because ooh, I knocked over my thing, my contacts thing. Um, 6 is probably best because it has to get over my knuckle. You have a very important question, please, by all means, feel free to ask. Are you controlling your thoughts or just noticing them? Oh shit. Am I controlling my thoughts? Uh, no, I tend to think that like they happen and I just pluck them from the ether. Like there's just like this river that's like floating up, like it's not flowing below me, it's floating above me. And like as I see the thought that I want to use, I just like grab it. So yeah, no, I don't control them shits at all. That seems a bit long. Let's not. What did I do to my eyes? I'm wearing contacts. So yeah, it's not a filter. It is my eyeball, but it's a contact. Yeah, I wasn't lying. I did answer your question truthfully. That's confusing, but that's what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I do not control my thoughts. I don't know. Like I could definitely think about something when I need to. Um, but like when I'm talking right now, it's literally just free flowing. Sunflower is a brand of flour that counters use to make biscuits. Counters? You think about the Kabbalah? I don't really think much about it. Oh, Southerners. Well, thank you for that, Junebug. I mean, Southerners do be making biscuits. That is absolutely a thing. I remember uh I don't what was it from? I don't even remember what it was from. There's a show. It was like a reality show. And they were talking to this lady. It might have been like Undercover Boss or something similar to that. Because it was definitely about somebody at work. And this lady, they were talking to this black lady, and she's like, I'm just the bitch that makes the biscuits. It probably wasn't Undercover Boss now I'm thinking about it, but it was a lady that said that. And I went to a person's house. It was like my first inspection when I first started my job. And I went to these people's houses or this person's house. It was a couple, and they were asking me about like what FEMA does, how like the FEMA process works. And I just said, I just make the biscuits. I have no idea because we don't really be talking like that. Imagine you join a VR chat, the furry community. Hell yeah, I'm down. Yeah, I'd need to get a VR like helmet. I don't have an Oculus, but I think that would be fun. What do I think about the chemtrail? Like the one, I have no idea. Yeah, I don't put a whole lot of thought into them. How did I get my eyes like that? Um, I bought them and then I popped them in. Yeah, it's not a filter. It's contacts. There we go. You feel like the economic and political state of the world right now is so crazy because you really look at the depth, the state of our matriarchal society. Do we live in a matriarchal society? At least not in the United States. You know, there's lizard people in this world. I was not aware. I mean, I know there's the furries. Looks like alien. Me? Thank you. Yeah, that is certainly the goal. Or thereabouts. Some variety of cryptid. If I'm not doing that, then I'm not doing shit. Okay, so we got one, two, three, four. We have to redo this one. Five braids left. Five. Okay, that's not terrible. really don't feel like rebraiding this. But I'm not cutting my, I'm gonna like just cut some of my hair off. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna redo it before I go to bed because I would really like to not have this like just flopping in the front of my face. My last hair looked really nice. Where it was mostly white. But it umbered down to what were the umber color? Oh, let me show you this green that I like. Because I'm fairly certain I have a picture of me with this color hair. And it's often called olive, but it's really close to gold. Like it's super close to just being gold. Finally arrives. Yeah. So of all these colors, it's yellow olive and warm olive. Like those are my jam. I also like this one. I really like the baby puke green or baby shit green. I love that color. It's really nice to me. And I have a few times I've done that with my hair. Bada Lee, she be getting on my nerves. She, her nigga. Um, let's see. Happy New Year. Hey, Flex. Happy New Year to you as well. Welcome back. It's been a minute. I know. Where's this green hair at? Yeah, has it been that long since I've had that? Oh, shit. All right. So here's a video of me thirst trapping, but like you can see it's like a combination of like what color is that? Like almost emerald green with olive. I fucks with that heavily. I think it looks so pretty. Asian women. Just generally. Take a crochet needle and weave. Oh, I could do that. I could do that. I could do that. I could do that. Where is it though? I don't know if I have one. I've gotten one. Like when I've gotten hair, it'll be like a little like extra gift that they'll give you. But I don't know where I put it. Because I've gotten a few. And I feel like I kept at least one. Yeah, and the time that it would take for me to look for it, it'd probably just be easier for me to like redo this braid. But that is actually a fantastic idea. That is not terrible. I just have no fucking clue where it is because I rarely do crochet anything. I used to, like I would have crochet braids as a kid, but I am not particularly adept at doing cornrows. And in order to do crochet stuff, you kind of do need to have you need to be proficient and they need to be pretty tight. And I've never learned how to French braid. Take a bobby pin and do it. I could probably do that. Let's see. Oh god. Hold up. Give me a sec because I think I might know where the crochet hook is. Maybe. Ta-da! So I did find it. Let's see. it gonna fit all in there? All right. I need to start at the bottom. Let's see. Yeah, I've never done this before. If that's not readily apparent, oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. But we're going to at least attempt it. To new experiences. Because the latch is like actually not real. Ouch. It doesn't move by itself. It's not loose at all. So it's at least in there. Okay, we could do that. All right. Baby steps. Should you become an adult film actor? Would you like to be, or not Meech, Zoomer, would you like to do adult acting? I didn't know. But I would say, yeah, if you're interested, it is work though. And being a black man, there's a lot of probably not super duper comfortable components to that career, just because there's a lot of preconceived notions and grossness associated just with being a black man generally speaking, but like a black man in corn, it just seems like really unpleasant. You will not make fun because you understand that is a sign of trauma, like past trauma. What are we talking about? Bro, I'm not good at this. Because, like, how the fuck do I get it into the braid? Okay. Okay. It's a little too tight to. Is it coming through the right part? Oh, it's not even coming through the right part. You know what? I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not good at this. I'm just scream. Yeah, I'm just going to redo it because I've never done this before. I mean, it started to work. Like, I got it at the bottom or at the top. Masturbating is a vision given from time traveler's work to go to sleep. I mean, people be using it to go to sleep. It do be giving you a good old sleep juice, but not everybody. It is really tight, and I probably should loosen it a little bit just because like it is in the front and can contribute to hair thinning. But I do appreciate the suggestion because like I mean I do have the crochet hook, and if I had done it before or spent more time doing crochet anything like crochet styles, I might be able to actually do it. But because this braid is like brand spanking new, it's really tight. You like it loose? Wow. Yeah, I'd rather it'd be nice to just braid my own hair, but my hair is like I don't want to I don't put chemicals in it, and I really 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 like doing different colors. But like when you have your own hair, you can definitely do braids a lot looser when you're just doing using your hair alone. But they have to be pretty tight um, when you have extensions in to keep the extensions in place. Junebug, you, you. Okay. One more time. Oh, wait, no. Let's take this other hair out. We're going to add it to the bottom so it's longer. Come on. And this will be the last braid. I promise. Many chemicals cross over the blood-brain barrier and cause disturbances within the brain. I mean, yeah, no, that do be happening. Like, especially lead. And it's really interesting to look at studies for lead exposure and the prevalence of, let's just say, antisocial personality disorder or psychopathy. Let's say that. Because a lot of the people that you hear about, like in the 70s, like the beginning of like the craze for serial killers, not for serial killers, but like the where we acknowledge like serial killers exist. Um, I guess like after it was established, the definition for a serial killer um, was determined within. I think it was like in the 60s. Is that when Mindhunter takes place? But making the delineation between like a person that goes on a killing spree or a person that kills a lot of people over the course of years, or people that do like mass shootings and all kind of stuff. A lot of those people have been exposed to some kind of chemical, or they had some kind of brain injury, um, or in utero had some kind of brain issue, and I find that incredibly interesting. Yeah, that's really interesting. And lead is like one of the main culprits. Lead's really bad, especially because what is the guy's name? I forgot the guy's name. The guy that made or invented leaded gas. He is probably in the course of like all of life on Earth, he is the single most destructive organism because he created and patented leaded gas, and that destroyed like a lot of our atmosphere. Like it's pretty bad, and it's just really interesting to look at that. Like he could credit himself as the most destructive creature in at least the last few millennia. And I think he died from exposure to refrigerator refrigerant, like because he also invented that. And he would just touch it, and he got sick and fucking died because he wanted to tell people like it's really safe. Yeah, I don't remember his name, but he's a fucking asshole. Yeah, I'll look it up. Like if you look him up or watch videos about him, he's a piece of shit. And he's like primarily every decision he would make was to make money. And so he did not give a fuck that he was causing issues with the environment because he wanted money. Inventor of leaded in gasoline. Thomas Mingley Jr. I'll show you a picture of him. He reminds me of a fucking president. This douchebag right here. Because he could have made a version of gas that wasn't leaded, but he decided that's what he wanted to do. Because you can patent it that way. Ironic. It absolutely is. Yeah, I went to school for environmental science, so I'm an environmental scientist. And we actually didn't really talk about him. We only talked about leaded gas and how destructive it was to the atmosphere. But he is the reason. Did people back then know about the danger associated with lead? Absolutely yes. Scientists knew, and manufacturers knew, like about leaded paint. They knew. Maybe not at the beginning, but they continued to manufacture paint with lead in it far beyond the time where it was established that it is destructive. And like kids were eating paint chips and getting sick and having developmental delays and issues with their brains. It's the fallout from lead poisoning, like chronic lead poisoning, not just like one acute exposure, is pretty horrendous. And it's really sad, like, to know that like a lot of the regulations that we have for like regulating exposures to chemicals, to things that like are very destructive to our health, a lot of those regulations are because they hurt people, and companies will refuse to stop using it because it's cheaper. And so they have to have like the federal government actually like punish them for using things incorrectly rather than just having a little bit of fucking decency to regulate themselves, to self-regulate. You like it's crazy because like so often like the EPA, they rely on self-regulation so often, and it's they can't be trusted. Think about DDT. Oh my god, yeah. They basically just drive a truck and just spray down people's yards. It's wild. Or I had a because I do disaster relief, and a major issue with disasters, especially, I mean, disasters are often caused by the global climate change. Like, to start that off, we already have caused our own disasters. But I ran into, it was somewhere in, was it North Carolina, South Carolina, where they had some flooding after a hurricane, and they had a dog die. One of the people that I went to see, um, what is a poison? It's like one of the worst poisons possible. Um, that they detected in the storm water. Begins with a D. Dioxin. Dioxin. It's fucked up. What is it in? It's in one of those chemical warfare things. I don't know if it's Agent Orange. It might be Agent Orange, but dioxin is fucking horrifying. Punish them, soul to my mind. Yeah, it'd be nice if the punishment would stick, but they're often just fines, and they have money, and they can pay the fine and continue doing what the fuck they were doing before. It's not very often that companies are held criminally liable for the things that they do. Where like there's a person that goes to jail, it's mostly just fines. Where I am, there's a mountain range. That's the main migration path for birds. Oh, and they used DDT back then. Yeah. Demolished. Yeah, no, it will. And it really bothers me like here, because I live in the South, we have a lot of bugs. I mean, that's going to happen because there's a lot of heat and a lot of moisture. And where there's heat and moisture, there are insects. And in my neighborhood, we can't have a garden. Like the shit just doesn't it doesn't stick. And my mom is running into a similar issue. She lives in another city, but because the people in our neighborhood, they are obsessed with getting rid of their bugs. They don't want to have any bugs in their yard, which I understand. It's they're pests. It's really annoying. But when you spray for mosquitoes, it doesn't just kill mosquitoes. It kills bees. We fucking need bees. We need bees very, very badly to pollinate any and everything that we plant. And so bees population is super just fucked up, out of whack everywhere, but especially here where we're treating for insects all the time. Explanation for my eyes. Because I felt like it. I mean, one is a heart. Let me move it so it looks like a heart. There you go. One is a heart and one is a crystal, true crystal from TDDY. TDDEYE. I think that's what the site is called. If you have bees and salamanders, you have a good ecosystem. Yep. Yeah, we have fucked up our bee population. It's pretty sad. Can you see through them? Oh yeah. Like really well. The only time where I wouldn't be able to see through a contact is like when I have one with a mesh or one that is like whiteout. So this one is not easy to see through, but it's not impossible. Like a lot of the anime contacts, they have like a mesh over the pupil and you can see pretty well through them. Yeah, they've definitely upped the tech because originally the whiteout and the blackout contacts, they were super hard to see through, like impossible to see through almost. But they're a lot different now. Like back when I was cosplaying a whole lot, in like 2010, 2012, contacts were not as good as they are now. Did you say oxygen pimples? What does that even mean? Last time we were talking about acting endeavors. What's been going on with that? I have not done anything, to be honest. Yeah, life's been lifing. I got in a car accident, a hit and run. Um, what, like 2 weeks ago? And I've been a little bit of PTSD, honestly. And then I had a friend come over to my parents' house and stay with us for a minute, because they just needed a break from their family. Oh no, it's all good. No, it's not like an issue. But I'm just giving you the reason why like I've been kind of distracted. But I did listen to or well, I watched I've been watching trying to catch up on Stranger Things and Vecna's monologue. I kind of want to do it. And so I'm thinking about memorizing it and just doing it. Cuz that's like my favorite part of acting is doing monologues. That's so much fun. She will lie. I mean, people lie, so probably Man. Yeah, I really love doing villain monologues. It's like my favorite thing. You never watched Stranger Things? It's I would say it's worth the watch. I originally started watching it because I like the concept of like an 80s like style show about kids. But then it got real like almost drama-y, like because there's a lot of relationships and breakups and getting back togethers. And I'm not so much about that. I kind of don't fuck with that. Not that like it's bad, but like in a show or a movie or any media where it's sci-fi, I kind of want it just to stay sci-fi. Unless your romance storylines are real compelling, like real just really good. Where they fit in and it doesn't feel forced. What of the monologue? Um, well, I would need to like actually like seek it out because I haven't like I literally watched the episode that I wanted to do the monologue from today or yesterday while I was braiding my hair. And so yeah, I haven't done it quite yet. Um, I guess I mean I could do the monologue and like record it. I could do that. Or maybe just like do a series where I do like my favorite monologues. That might be fun. Let's do I have my scissors in here? Where's my purse at? But yeah, I stopped watching it for a minute because I was like, well, I don't really want to watch a teen drama. Not I came here for sci-fi. But I saw that we moved beyond the original villain from the first two seasons to somebody else, and like he was looking humanoid, and I was like, oh, oh, there's lore. I love me some motherfucking lore, and I do love that it's connected, like it's within the Stephen King universe or the multiverse, which is that's fucking cool. That's cool to do. And it's also fun because the Duffer Brothers, they're into Stephen King. They're real into like all horror um media, and they definitely pay homage to a lot of um beloved horror characters and concepts, which is cool. It's nice to be a person that's into horror, to see somebody appreciate it in the same way that you appreciate it is really nice. So let's cut this a little bit. I don't want to cut it straight across. Let me get my trash. Oops. I'm gonna cut it over the trash and hopefully make it look natural. This is just way too long. But I do want them to come to like a natural looking point. It's like it can't be too like sheer. Yeah, I think that's good. You have main character energy and look. Are you asking me that? Because I don't feel like I do. I feel like I have like I even have a video about feeling like I'm not the main character in my own life, which I kind of find a bit of comfort in. But I find that I look like an antagonist. Or I look like trying to think of an example. Um Remember, okay, in Cyberpunk, where the little dude, I don't remember his name, the main character dude, he meets the ragtag crew of hackers and android people. And there's the one girl that's like the love interest, and then there's the other girl that's like the lolly bait. She feels a little lolly, and but they have another one that is, I think her name is Kiwi, where she's real quiet and kind of mean and just does her shit. I feel like that's the character that I am. It looks like it to you. Oh, well, thank you, Eric. So yeah, we'll do the rest of the braids when I wake up in the morning. We only got 4 left. And let me put it up because I want to see what it looks like all put together. Woo, this hurts. This hurts. Why does it hurt? Okay. You're sleepy? Well, you should take a nappy nap. Enjoy the combo. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Michi. And yeah, sleep well. It was a joy to have you here, and I'll definitely be doing lives more often in the future. And so we'll talk again. Yeah, this looks all right. Yeah, I'm gonna redo the bottoms of these because I don't like that. I don't like these umber ones. But otherwise, I do like the combination. Well, let me show you. Let's see the full style. Yeah, I think that looks fine. Yeah. Hell yeah. It's really long. Like the last one, it's long. But yeah, it looks good. We're doing pink. Wild. I like, ooh, would not believe you if you told me, like past me, that I would do my hair like baby nursery pink. No, absolutely not. That ain't me. What the fuck you talk about? Am I on TikTok? No, I have a TikTok, but I don't use it. I literally use it for just when people send me videos, because TikTok will make it hard to watch their videos if you don't have an account. And so that's the only reason I have an account. Though I might in the future put stuff up there. I don't know what I would do on my TikTok. Like, would I just treat it the same as my YouTube? Just like put up my shorts? And I kind of do want to go through my lives and take clips out. And I don't know, like, because I have a lot of good clips, like a lot of cool little blurbs I say, and the funny shit that I say, and stupid shit that I say, and insightful shit I say. But it's also a lot of work because my lives are long as fuck. Like my last few lives, well, the one where I'm wrapping gifts, that wasn't that long, and the one where I got in the accident wasn't that long either. But the last few been like 3 hours, 2 hours, 2.5. Be careful with your eyes. Yeah, I will. Don't worry. We're good. Yeah, I've been doing it for a minute, so I'm very probably too comfortable with touching my fucking eyeballs. Whew. But yeah, we will reconvene later when my hair is done and dusted. But so far this looks good. And actually the front pink, like this here, is different from the back. Did not realize when I got the hair that they were like kind of different colors. And so you can see there's a difference between these two pinks. Like one is more like electric, almost trying to be like a magenta, almost purpley, while this pink is like true pink. But you kind of can't tell there's a difference unless I expressly show it to you. But it came out nice. Such a beautiful soul. Well, thank you, Flex. So do you. You have a fantastic soul as well. I always enjoy to talk to y'all. Let's see. Okay. So, with that, I will bid you all adieu. Everyone sleep well, and may this new year bring you more W's than L's. That's the goal. At least get some more motherfucking W's. What's my TikTok? Gay cousin? Or maybe Dat Boy Finn? Come on. Not sure. Because again, I don't look at it ever. And people be sending me stuff, I don't like when people send me stuff on TikTok, I don't see it because I'm never on TikTok because I want to be there. I'll watch a video, like if I do a search and it sends me to TikTok, I might watch a video then, or if someone sends me a video on like Facebook Messenger or something, I'll go to TikTok then, but I don't go to TikTok just to go to TikTok. I'll put it up on my about section because I don't know what it is. Fairly certain it's Gay Cousin, and I don't have it on this tablet. It would be on my phone, and so I need to like back out of this to show you. A couple vids up. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's not me. It's a picture of San from 80s with a a soda can in his mouth, and I do have that. Let's see, San. Soda can. Okay, let's put in Choi San. 80s San. Choi San. Let's go. Where's this fucking picture at? I could have sworn it would be here immediately, but it's not. Mouth. Yeah, I'll just put it in my about section. But I don't have any videos up. I do have like favorites, like bookmarks and stuff, but yeah, no videos actually of myself or anything else. Okay, I can't find the picture, but he's doing this. It's an Asian dude doing this with a soda can. Yeah, so I'll put it in my about section. My skin looks good. Thank you. Yeah, I've been trying to take care of it a little bit. And I kind of do want to do a like start doing face stuff like peels and stuff, because I feel like that's the time, like the time you need to start doing it is right before you need to start doing it. Like you feel like you need to do it. Like I got wrinkles and I need to take care of it. I feel like I'm getting towards that. And so you need to start doing it before it happens. What is my take on Israel and Palestine? I'm pro-Palestine. Absolutely. Ooh. Fuck. This hair is so... But yeah, we're gonna finish now because I will I'll keep getting caught up talking about shit. So without further ado, be good, stay cheesy, take it easy, and sleep well. It was a joy talking to you guys. But I'm gonna head out. Bye, Zoomer.